Alright guys, VisionAutoworks here with something new for the BMWs. So we picked up a BMW M3 E92 about 2 years ago almost now, and we finally got some time to do some headlight development and basically offer a headlight package to the public into what we consider the best version of a custom headlight package for this chassis. We've seen a lot of builds out there, a lot of other companies doing, these headlights. It's an old chassis. It's not like it's a brand new thing. People have been building headlights for E9x for quite some time now. However, none of them really focus on light output and improving the performance. The most you'll get is a clear lens swap on the factory Bosch by Xenon projectors. Well, what we've done here on this build specifically is we've replaced the OEM Bosch by Xenon for a NHK G5-BRT HID projector. It's a by Xenon aftermarket projector, and you're going to get about twice as much light output versus the Bosch. The OEM projectors, although they are pretty bright in the center, they have really no width. They don't spread the light uniform at all. It's the common downfall of a lot of European makes and models, as they run very similar projectors. Bosch, Valeo, and AL, they're all very similar projectors, and the optics in them are not very good at all. So on this build, we swapped out the projector, and we're going with an aftermarket projector here. You can see that it has a factory clear lens. It's a by Xenon setup, and we've also etched the clear lens with the M3 logo with a honeycomb background. And the great thing about this conversion, and any conversion that we do for this platform specifically, is it retains all of the adaptive headlight functions, so you do not lose adaptive feature. So your lights will still corner with you, and they will have all the adaptive functions retained. So it's a great thing. You don't want to lose the AFS function, and with this setup you don't. Now we're going to cut on the halos here, because those have also been upgraded, and you'll see we've also installed dual demon eyes. So we've decided to do something different than everyone else as well for this. So for the halos, most companies, and you'll see they'll install like an aftermarket replacement ring. Well, we did something different in the fact that we're using the OEM acrylic, but basically backlighting them with a profile prism halo here. This is the RGB option we offer, so we're going to use a profile prism product. The reason why we wanted to do this, because no one's done it before, and we believe that it looks really good for an OEM kind of look. A lot of those aftermarket halos, you can see, if you look closely, you can see all those the chips on the boards, or they look yellow. Ours, when they're off, all you see is the OEM acrylic, and it looks completely like stock. Until you cut them on, no one really would know that the halos have been changed. So we really like that feature about how we're doing these halos versus everyone else. No one else is doing this. So we're kind of playing with the colors here. We have it set up right now where we have some independent control over the demon eyes versus the two halos here. So we can set these colors independent of each other, and then we can cut on some fun modes and whatnot. This is all through the Morimoto XBT app, so you can spend hours playing with this thing, but you have tons of different colors to choose. and tons of different options. Here we go. This is like a strobe mode, and the outside is the strobe mode on the demonize, and a different color cycling on the halos. So yeah, there's a lot of different combinations that you can set up with this app, and it's definitely superior to some of the other products out there, which really just use the same generic app, and it's just reskinned. It's not, you don't have much control over those generic apps. So we're gonna cut these off again so you can see kind of closer on the kind of detail work that went into these headlights. So these have been painted what we call like a piano black. This is our kind of what we call like our pro grade paint work. It's a very time consuming, multi-step, wet sanded, buffed, compounded, and polished to perfection here. It's quite difficult to get a shine like this from the paint, especially on headlight parts, because you can't really machine buffer these kind of parts. We do this all by hand. So everything from the sanding to the finishing polish has to be done by hand. But if you do want that super high gloss look, then this is what you're going for. We do offer like a cheaper paint option, just like a single stage, it's kind of a spray it and forget it type of deal. But if you do want something that looks like this, it's definitely going to cost you a little bit more than what we typically charge for like a single stage. Some little cosmetic things as well. The M decal on the side of the shroud, optional. Some people may like that, some people may not. We've added it here. And the lettering on the shroud, BMW Dynamic Xenon, that's basically taking the factory, what the factory text says there, and we've enlarged it slightly, and then we put our logo on the opposite side, or not logo, but our company name, VisionAutoworks, on the opposite side of the BMW Dynamic Xenon. And the font size is increased slightly just to make it more visible. We do have these decals in various colors. Given this is a full blackout gloss black build, we decided to use white decals for the M logo, the BMW Dynamic Xenon, and our name, VisionAutoworks. So makes it show up really nicely, and I believe it looks really good. Turn signal, the turn signal housing also painted, just blacked out. Everything looks better blacked out in that respects. For this kind of a full blackout build. Optionally, you can leave it chrome if you want. That's something that we definitely wanted to do for this build. However, just blacking that out definitely makes it look a little bit more aggressive. Cutting them back on again. The last thing you'll notice is on the top, we have a carbon fiber eyelid or eyebrow. This is not mounted on the outside of the headlight. It's internal inside, so it's not glued on or stickered onto your headlight lens. It is 100% inside the headlight, and will definitely preserve its usefulness and keeping it pretty by not exposing it to the elements. And then for the eyebrows, we can get these in 1x1 or 2x2. The ones installed here are a 2x2. So that's up to you on what you want to do for your build. So that pretty much covers this build here. These headlights will be for sale. And we'll probably have a headlight package available on our website within a week or so for the E9x chassis. So this will cover all pre-LCI 3 Series and basically the S65 in 3s, 08 to 13. So we're gonna start off with this. If you're interested in these headlights, they will be on our website for sale. We may offer a core option where you can get a certain amount back if you send us some good cores. We're going to play with that idea, but as of right now, we just pretty much probably going to try and sell them outright without any type of core. But we'll see what happens. As you can see, these lights are really badass looking, full RGB. So if you're into it, you know, if you know, you know, and you know, we're going to offer other variations of these types of lights. We have another one that's being built for our shop car that has just switchback halos. We don't want any RGB. And we have paint match shrouds in alpine white, so that's another option that you can add to your package if you want the shrouds paint matched, for a little bit more customization and just personalization for your headlights. That's something that we're going to offer, and especially if you have a really nice paint, M3 or 3 series, like if you have a lime rock, we'll be able to paint those shrouds lime rock, or Laguna Seca blue, you know, stuff like that. It just really is the extra small touches that make, you know, these headlights unique to your ride. We kind of went with a blackout for this because, I mean, you can't go wrong with full blackout, but everyone does full blackout builds. So for our, at least our car, we're doing something a little bit more unique with the OEM paint matte shroud. So I'm gonna stop rambling now. You can visit us on the web at VisionAutoworks.com. This package, or these headlights, will be available for sale within the next couple of days. We will hopefully get them listed soon. And if you're interested, you can make an order on the website. Like I said, these are pretty much brand new now, with the new lenses. Nothing wrong with the internals of the headlights. There's no rotting wires and anything like that. These are 13 model year headlights, so they're in really great condition. Yep, check us out, VisionAutoworks.com. And if you're interested in a package like this for yourself, we're going to have a headlight package for this within a week or so, and you can spec it out, build it how you want, and place an order. Thanks.